I thought you would just cradle it the whole time.
The whole time, just
one
like
of those guys.
What is this?
Like, do you
dumbass
play?
gonna
No.
play? No,
it's just
dude,
a fucking armrest.
It goes with my beard.
Right.
It's an accessory for my beard.
Brothers.
Yes, sir.
Skull.
Yes. Go.
All right. Fucking glad to have y'all here.
Get
Everybody knows y'all. Everybody sees you at car meets and whatever.
Everybody hears.
But go ahead, introduce yourselves. I want to talk about just right off the bat where you guys are from, because to me, it's so cool having you guys here from the West Coast. So let's talk about that.
Jonathan Graves from Washington State.
Anthony Graves from obviously Washington State.
But where at? Washington State.
Seattle.
Seattle. Here we fucking go. Y'all know what this is about.
Yep.
Tonight, it's late. Saturday night. We've had a few of these. We've been grilling. It's been a good night so far. But it's about to get better. So, West Coast music, you know. I came up with a lot of the kind of mainstream West Coast stuff. Everybody did. Everybody that was everybody that was into metal back then, you know.
Yeah.
You.
Queensryche.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey, man, I still love Queensryche.
Yeah, no hate, but I mean.
Metal Church.
Metallica.
Yeah.
Slayer. All those guys coming out of LA. So that's when people think West Coast.
West Coast, they think California.
Yeah, they go LA. So like you guys are definitely from a different genre altogether. So I want to start off with that. And I want to talk about some of the small venues that you guys went to back when, like before the scene got real big. Mm-hmm. So like I want you guys to kind of dig back, think of some of the early shows you went to. Maybe even first show. Anthony, let's start with you. First show that you remember going to without adult supervision, man. Like when you actually got to let go. Let's have it.
Wow, that's...
Tonight is about music. Tonight is about chops. The history of the music we grew up with.
What was that, after NAMM?
After NAMM, yeah, you fucking...
Yeah, you put me on the spot here again.
Dig way back. That's the whole point of this, man.
So many shows.
So the point of this podcast is to capture stories and then maybe bring up some stuff that people aren't aware of, you know.
Yeah.
Chop suey.
Yeah. I mean, but
the more.
I'm just trying to think of the...
Maybe if somebody goes and visits the West Coast, they go look this place up. Like,
some of them are there.
Yeah, let's see if that fucking dive
shithole. What is the...
Chop suey just up north.
Are you talking about
their venues?
El Corazon is a venue.
So the El Corazon, if you're, driving on I-5, going in between fucking Seattle and shit.
Is it exclusively like a music venue, or is it one of these that's like a book club, like coffee shop?
It's set up like the Norva. Actually, it is a West Coast version of the Norva. Yeah. Two
So,
levels.
Do they do comedy shows and shit like the Norva?
I have no fucking clue because I only go there when there's metal.
I've been to like 3 comedy shows. One of them was at the Norva, and actually it was the best comedy show I've been to because it's such a tight venue. Yeah, you feel like any minute now he's gonna see me and talk shit at me, and it usually ends up happening. So anyway, keep going.
Shit. Well, I just kind of hijacked.
No, you're good.
No. So I guess mine wouldn't count because mine was an Ozfest, not a small venue by any stretch of the imagination.
But like that's your first like concert without mom holding your hand.
Hands down.
What year? What year are we talking about?
90. It was the first year. It was the first year second Black Sabbath reunion. 99.
Was that 99?
Okay.
Yeah.
99.
Yeah, 99.
It was the second big actual reunion they had. Shit.
That was part of Ozfest. I don't
Rob Zombie debuting his Hillbilly Deluxe, Godsmack's first album, Down, System of a Down, Slipknot, Crazy Town.
What? Yeah.
Crazy Town was there. I actually meant the singer that time.
Superjoint?
You still got that tattoo?
Not Superjoint.
That was the year after. Yeah, I know.
Down was there. Superjoint Ritual was in there. System of a Down was there.
The year after, I think Superjoint was there. But anyway.
Yeah. But the best by far...
The year 2000.
Dude, the Gorge at George Washington.
I was going to get to that. But since you jumped there.
Fucking venue you could ever go to.
Say it again, but clear. Because I want people, anybody that has not been out there.
Yeah. It is basically on top of a valley. The valley is basically where the river comes, the Columbia River comes through. And the way they've set the amphitheater up is the backdrop is the river.
We'll try to
so
drop
beautiful.
a photo of this. It's
It is
incredible.
fucking gorgeous.
And if you're gonna go out there on the West Coast and Oregon, whatever,
Yeah.
and
It's amazing.
you have an opportunity to catch a show there, man, it's amazing.
Camp if you
So
have to,
there's like a big festival, like the Gorge of George or whatever.
campsites and shit like
Yeah.
that, but you gotta fucking reserve that shit earlier. You're fucked. But
We don't have anything like that here.
No,
Not,
I mean,
not right here in
Not
coastal Virginia. We don't
yeah,
have
no.
anything like that.
I mean, you got good amphitheaters as far as like sound goes.
And they do the big shows like out
Yeah.
at VIR,
yeah.
but
But
and I
it's
mean
like
that's beautiful. VR is beautiful, but nothing like what you
backdrops.
guys.
I mean,
yeah,
all you're
yeah.
seeing is like
But also the natural acoustics.
That- yeah.
That's what a lot of people. I've never seen a show there. A couple of friends, actually
It's
family members,
fucking amazing.
have been to shows there, and they're like the acoustics is wild because it's an outdoor venue.
Yeah, and it's
So-
almost as if the river. It just I don't know what it does. I mean, the water is like it's like a mile and a half away, maybe more. I'm a dipshit. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
But
not only
it
that,
just-
it's the hills and
Yeah, it
everything in
just
the back
makes
too.
it
It
sound-
makes everything just so. The sound is absolutely incredible.
James and I went to a place that some people compare to that. The venue it's south of San Diego. I can't remember the name of it. We saw Slayer there. Slayer, Lamb of God this year. Pantera. Not Slayer. Fuck. It wasn't Slayer. Lamb of God. Pantera. Who opened that one?
I have no
Slayer
idea.
just came to
Wait!
mind.
You're talking about the reunion tour, or no?
Anyway,
Pantera.
Lamb of God.
Yeah.
Lamb of God. Pantera.
Lamb of God,
Yeah.
Pantera.
Yeah, I
it was
got
a
it fucked up.
different because they had different people open up for.
I can't even remember who
different
opened here.
regions.
Yeah.
King Parrot and some other.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we got there
Obscure.
late. Actually, we went fishing.
It was
that day. We
King
got-
Parrot
we got there late.
and
Anyway,
some other band.
we went to a venue that I've heard people compared to the Gorge. It's like way down in this like almost desert valley,
Mhm.
and the stage kind of sets up back against this huge hill, and there's another big hill behind you, so the acoustics are fucking wild. So we saw them again here with you guys.
Yeah,
Same
it
tour.
sound different.
Completely different,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Same set list.
Like bucket list, Red Rock.
yes.
That
yes.
bucket list, as far as I hear, like I
For
don't know
like
if I want to
outdoor
see.
show.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to see a metal show,
I'm gonna jump ahead here.
but
I want to see Tyler Childers or
something like that
somebody
would be cool.
Yeah.
Tool would be cool. I'd like to see Tool, or maybe like Wadruna or Hylon,
Oh,
something
man.
like that. Where
I didn't
you
think of that, but
use
that-
the natural acoustics,
and they would.
of-
They would.
It would
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So
But metal, I don't know if I'd go to a metal show.
I would go to one
I mean, yeah,
just to see what it's
yeah.
like. But yes,
I think it'd be too much. Because
everything I've heard about Red
Opeth,
Rock,
I heard on video and shit, and it almost sounds too much. Because I mean, you're turned up
It's an
to
overload.
you're turned
It's an
up to
overload.
11
Yeah.
already,
Yeah.
and it's like you got all this natural acoustics. You're kind of wasting. It's being wasted.
Yeah. It's definitely
It's
not
overkill.
used to its potential.
In my
the venue is not
Yeah.
being used to its
Yeah.
potential. Yeah.
like Pink Floyd would be fucking amazing
Yeah.
to see there.
Something
Something a little low, not
something with like
so high strong.
distinct.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something where you can
Something where you could actually utilize the natural.
something you can vibe to.
There you go. A little bit of extra.
Well, let's back up. We got off of West Coast.
yeah.
I really want to know about some of the early shows you guys went to, and really bands that other guys haven't heard of. That's a cool thing for me to learn from people from elsewhere or whatever.
The difference from me to him would be a little bit different. I kind of got into
The difference is different. I like
well,
that.
I mean,
I'm gonna fuck with
the
you this whole time.
dude, because I'll be doing that a lot. I didn't get into metal.
Until you stole all my shit.
That checks out.
I gave it back. I borrowed it.
Once it didn't fit anymore.
Except maybe Pantera. I mean, there's a story behind that.
we're gonna get to that.
That just
But,
sticks for everybody. I swear to God. Anybody that
yeah.
listens to that,
Almost not mad.
it's just it's something that
It's kind of a rite of passage. If you steal some
He-
Pantera
look,
or
he
Slayer
left
and
it
you
in
don't
his
give
room.
it back,
He
if you
left
don't
it
give
in
it
his
back,
room,
dude,
so I would find it
it's like
and stop listening to the shit I was listening
Right,
to.
like-
That's the way I think of it. I don't know how he
kind
thinks,
of
but
a
I stick to
brotherly,
that.
duty.
I don't even care about the albums or anything.
I don't want him listening to this shit. So
My biggest
Stop
thing.
listening to that
So-
gay shit. You
it's when they get rid of it, dude. Like when you let somebody have something, borrow
oh,
something.
he never let me have it.
Right. Right. But
But,
it
yeah.
doesn't make it back to you. That's
Oh,
fine.
it made it back.
But if it just goes away, if it winds up at
Yeah.
a pawn shop or some fucking party house and you never see it again, that's frustrating. Like,
A little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
but we're fucking getting off
Yeah, I
subject.
know.
here.
Dude, we
I
could
want
do-
to talk about some of the shows, man. I love live shows. So
So-
everybody knows I played heavy metal live for many, I don't know, not many years, but quite a few years. And I love the atmosphere of a live metal show. Not just metal. I love live
hard
music.
rock show, heavy metal show.
Blues, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Just
went
a
down to
good-
New
yeah,
Orleans
just
and
a good, crazy
I
show.
did the bar crawl from each bar that had live music. I wasn't going out. I did not get shit faced. Had some drinks, had my fun, but I just went door to door to see
What
where
they were doing.
where there was live music, dude. And it was all one of the great things about New Orleans.
It's all
All kinds of music, dude.
Well, dude, you got
Yeah.
fucking crazy ass jazz.
If somebody was up there performing live, dude,
Oh, fuck
you gotta stop in for a song or two.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love to.
I want to know. So we're talking early '90s, early to mid '90s, West Coast. You guys were there when grunge was blowing up.
Yeah.
In my case, it had already blown up.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
almost.
so-
it was in its prime. Anthony had actually a better optics.
So
for it.
probably one of the best shows that I've been to that nobody is. I mean, I can't say nobody, but a lot of people have not heard.
If you
of.
weren't there, you
Right. There's a band called Floater, and they,
It's this floater like
genre-wise, it's kind of weird.
They're
a
fucking-
mix between
they're weird, dude.
like
But they're awesome.
Tool and Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
Not where I thought this was
and
going.
like,
Okay.
but-
like college rock shit.
But
yeah,
grungy in
experimental.
yeah,
a way. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
they
still
genre
around?
hop.
Do you know?
Huh?
Are
They're
they
still around.
They're still around.
In fact, they're not from Seattle. They're from
Right.
Oregon. We gotta, give credit where credit's due. They're still doing their shit,
Close
Yeah.
enough.
but they
Yeah,
only
but
do
this
it.
is what I'm saying.
They
So
only do it in their region. They won't North California, Oregon, Washington, and everywhere else can fuck
my
off.
whole point is like you guys were there.
But yeah, I mean, I was there and I was experiencing it. From
Shut the fuck
Anthony-
up and let me talk.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, my point is, you guys were there before like internet music took off.
Yeah.
Fucking, you couldn't just click and download.
No,
like you
right.
guys were there when these guys are still handing out like 7-inch vinyls or cassette
Yeah,
tapes.
yeah.
Yep.
3 songs that they burned and burned and burned, and you got
Bootleg shit.
you got the 97th copy that sounds all watery and shitty. But like kids today, like they're never going to experience that.
No idea.
You can click and download the cleanest copy of
Oh, yeah,
anything
immediately.
So
Yeah.
it's one of the reasons I really wanted to have you guys on. Is you guys got to experience something about the West Coast music scene that, like, now that is gone, like nobody gets to experience that authentically anymore. So I think it's very fucking cool, and I think you guys are part of a story from that scene that I don't know, maybe hadn't been told.
Yeah.
Or
So
you're just making it sound better than it really. No,
No,
that's
dude.
fucking-
Like-
No, it is.
No, I mean,
no,
It
it's
is.
it's like the music that came out of Muscle Shoals. Like there was such a huge scene that came out of there. Everybody went there and recorded. I don't know if you know this. It wasn't just blues and whatever, like Aerosmith and
Yeah.
like a lot of people went there because of the sound that was coming out of there. And the same thing happened on the West Coast. People were trying
Yeah.
to figure out like why was the tone of the same amp, the same 4x12
That
Marshall
still-
cab, why was it different coming out of the West Coast? They said it's always fucking wet there. The
Yeah.
speakers are always
Everything-
damp.
everything- yeah,
so
everything
it
is
gives it just a
fucking-
dirtier, grungier sound. Like
sludge.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, not taking anything away from Louisiana,
down. Yeah.
but I mean, you can hear shifts in. I mean, shit, like everything, like going in from the late '80s to the '90s. After it shifted from heavy metal, I think the grunge sound, I don't know if anyone will ever admit it, but it made an impact. I mean, if you listen to Clutch, if you listen
picked
to
up.
Corrosion of Conformity
Sure.
after their first album Blind, everything kind of like there was a sound here. Now, given they did their own fucking thing with it,
Yeah, the lyrics and all that,
but
definitely
as
a
far
big
as
change.
Tone goes,
I think a lot of people tried to, like, kind of not emulate it or whatever, but like
I think
pick up some of it. Like there was something about.
or just stuck with them, and they're like, dude, this shit will not. And then they just like let it out their own way, and it just happens to sound like that.
It was something that was really cool about the music scene before digital music. Like
Yeah, having
If you went on vacation-
fucking record.
yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
awesome. Like you don't know what's good until you've
I don't-
heard the fucking whole thing.
I don't think anybody fucking actually just sits down and just fucking turns a record on.
I still buy vinyl
I do too.
and I listen to it as it's recorded.
I listen to the whole fucking thing.
Like yeah,
Yeah, I'm not skipping songs and shit. I fucking put that record on and I both sides. And
Yeah.
if it's a double vinyl, I fucking do all four. Cause
but do it in order. The
yes,
way
that's fucking it.
the way the artist laid it
Yeah.
out is the way you should listen to it.
Yeah.
At least the first 10 times.
I mean,
don't-
at least to actually get the feel, dude. Because all the albums that I love, I can genuinely say, honestly, the first time I fucking heard it,
we're
I was
gonna
like,
execute you right now.
Am I jumping over you?
No. What album are you putting on before we execute you? What is it?
Like, what do you mean? The album I'm talking
It's
about?
the last fucking thing you're gonna
Oh,
hear.
the last thing I'm gonna hear. Fuck me running. Oh,
It better be a
that's
long
rough.
one. That's
Oh
all
my
I can
God,
say.
no shit, right? Anything from Opeth. Last fucking album. The whole album.
Yeah,
Front to back.
like you're about to fucking die. What are we listening
about
to?
to fucking
damn,
eat
that's
shit.
rough.
It is, isn't it? What's the last thing?
The last thing I think I'd like to hear.
The last chops. What are they?
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
I'm
hard.
gonna have to get back to you on
No,
that.
no. It's supposed to be on the spot, dude.
Okay. Oh shit.
I'm not gonna hold you to it. I'm not gonna kill you tonight. Everybody's gonna go listen to this album. Like this is the last thing,
Reveries.
huh?
Opeth.
Opeth.
It's a good one. It's not their heaviest one. It's
Say it again. I talked over you.
Ghost. Is it Ghost Reveries? Yeah.
Ghost Reveries.
Reveries.
Yeah.
It's not their longest album. It's not their most black metal. I think it's their most obtainable and easier to listen to.
You need some easy listening to go
I mean,
out to.
If you know, Opeth, they've jumped. They've gone from black metal to prog metal.
They've done a bunch of
They've
weird shit
done-
that I can't
now
track
they
with.
sound like
Yeah.
a fucking Deep Purple cover band. but
That's true.
but I love them. They're still doing their own shit. And I respect them for it. But I think, honestly, if I had time to think about it, and if I was gun held to my head, I want to say that. But then, I mean, I don't know, dude.
It's so.
It's so hard.
If you asked me, I
It's
couldn't
so hard.
answer you. I guarantee.
We're gonna ask you later. So
What about
chew
you?
on it a
What
little.
about you? Like what? All right, we're gonna cut your fucking head off. What are you listening to before you die? It's rough, dude. Try it.
Yeah.
It's
Nobody's
hard.
actually ever asked me that question. That just popped in my head, and I was like,
Yeah.
let me ask it.
The
Yeah.
terms of table.
I like that. Yeah. Not many good metal bands have tables that turn.
No.
You dig. I think I'd want to hear some Cradle of Filth, dude.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah.
What specifically? What album? Which album?
Cruelty and the Beast.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bathory area. Like, into that song, you could
Okay.
do it. I don't even need to hear the rest. I like the whole album, but
Yeah,
like,
just
if
for
you're-
that, it's like,
yeah,
you can kill
like
me.
if I went out on that one, like, yep, that was a
Okay.
good one.
Okay.
Bathory area.
Fuck.
When I was growing up, dude, that song did a lot for me as far as like getting into other metal. I don't know.
All right.
It's not black metal.
No,
So
it's more of an extreme blackened.
yeah.
metal.
There's a lot of metal that I'd like to hear before I die again.
Dude, so
And
much.
I'm going to, gonna listen to it tomorrow.
Fucking A.
But
Or just in a few
But
hours.
like, just if it was in like 10 minutes, like, man, put that on.
I think
Cruelty and the Beast has a lot of dynamic, and
well, they've always been sonically fucking just
yeah, it's all over
They
the place.
took
It's
in
crazy.
sonically everything that fucking Iron Maiden ever did, made it heavier, and just
Made it more dynamic.
and made it and then visually, I mean, the
Yeah,
biggest
their live
thing
shows
that
are-
everybody ever talks about is their fucking live shows, and they just fucking they took Alice
Have-
Cooper, Iron Maiden, and just said fuck you and took a shit on it.
Have you ever watched the Heavy Left-Handed and Candid?
No.
I think I still have it on DVD, dude. If you have a DVD player, fuck. I think I still have it on DVD.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I
A bunch
still
of their
have it.
live stuff and just a bunch of bullshit. And they're sitting around doing shots of Jack Daniels, and yeah, it's great. It's like the old Pantera videos.
Like
man.
vulgar videos.
Yeah, yeah,
Videos from hell.
yeah. So,
Volumes 1, 2, and 3. Go.
it's
fuck
like
yourself.
that, but with a weird accent.
Oh yeah, just a bit of a British accent.
Yeah. We need to do another shot, guys. What are we doing?
Let Broview because
We got to get back to the West Coast.
Yeah.
we do.
We do.
Yeah, we keep deviating, and you keep
We-
throwing fucking weird ass questions.
Well, sure. Like,
But
if
I
it
was
pops
gonna-
into my head, that's what I'm.
to follow. Anthony never answered either, so that's gonna go to his head here in a minute.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a nostalgic person, so when I die, I probably want to think of something that like puts me in the mood of thinking of all my family and my friends and the people I want to be with. So it probably actually, I lied. It's not going to be metal at all. It'll probably be something from Pink Floyd. Probably Dark Side of the Moon
Dig that.
or Wish You Were Here. Actually,
that's right.
actually, probably Wish You Were Here.
Yeah,
I think that'd be.
That's a
the one.
badass jam, dude.
Yes.
I think that'd be the one.
The lyrics, they're not dark,
Dude,
but man, they're deep.
The fucking
What are we doing a
production.
shot of?
The
I'm
production.
trying. I've been looking at. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Take
fuck
a
it.
shot of
Angel's
fuck it.
Envy. Either
Here we
or.
go.
Either or. Well, I think the heavy one's up front.
Probably.
Wait, there's two?
Yeah.
What the
We got-
fuck?
I got one for Jackie's B-Day, and I think it's that one, actually. Right?
Yeah.
What's the difference? Are they the same?
No.
We've
They're
done
not. They're not.
slightly less of this.
Of that, so we're gonna do that.
And this one is actually,
Heavier?
it's tasty.
They're all tasty.
What?
It's fucking whiskey.
As we're talking about metal, let's do some Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
That fits.
Fucking
Brothers.
All right, let's fucking do this. Let's fuck shit up.
Fuck shits up. Skull.
Skulls.
Alright. Let's deviate from deviating.
Yeah, back on to the West Coast.
West
versus-
Coast.
Well, let's not.
Not
do
just
versus-
metal. We're on West Coast
music
scene.
and, yeah.
So
So
you guys were in such an interesting place.
my
for the
position is fucking weird.
Wouldn't want
because
to be there now.
everything. Yeah,
Absolutely
no shit.
not.
Absolutely not.
I got
Everything-
family, or we have family there, and, like, they ask me all the time, when are you coming back? It's like,
Like 7 days after Armageddon.
and I nonchalantly be like, I just,
Maybe later.
yeah.
We might have to roll up there mob deep just so we can hit a show, dude. Like, you can't go up there just
It would be
to.
dope.
Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing is you get away from the people and everything. It's a fucking beautiful place.
It
I mean,
is. I've been there.
It's-
Seattle and Oregon. I've spent a good little bit of time. Not a lot of time.
Yeah.
I love it. I think that area, especially up there, like where you get into like the rainforest, like most
the Olympic.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the most
Olympic
beautiful
mountain
places in this country, dude. I haven't been to all 50 states. I've been to a lot of
Nor
them.
have I.
I've been all over. Actually, just northeast. I haven't been up northeast. That's I gotta go. I've been up to like Boston, but like no further than that. But
I think
I haven't been anywhere.
New York.
Northeast.
New York.
John's
the
been
furthest.
further
I,
up.
I want to go to Maine.
Maine.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. I want to kill people.
Well, fuck,
in
we
Maine.
got-
I mean, no. I'd like to visit Maine.
We gotta go do that. We should go do that. We should go do some fishing.
Murder spree in Maine?
Love
Yeah.
to do some fish.
Go do some fishing. Some lobsters.
Actually,
Lobsters.
Yeah,
fuck
Yes.
These guys love seafood.
Yes.
We do too. John.
Yeah.
John always hooks us
I
up
love
with
the
fucking
seafoods.
oysters. Yeah.
Fucking it.
We're getting off topic again.
We are, dude.
Again.
It's gonna be a 9
It
hour
is
fucking
going to be
podcast.
fucking
It
stupid.
Yep.
very well could be.
I feel bad for your brother who has to edit this.
He's gotta edit all this shit.
I'm-
We'll just
in
start
advance-
making random noises. And shit.
Nina. My apologies.
So
Don't hate me after this, dude.
let's go back. Like, you ever like skip class or something?
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
Absolutely.
to go see a show.
No.
No.
God
I'm
damn,
not. We're
like-
not that cool. I'm not that
So
cool. I skipped school to
I
smoke weed.
want to
and
know.
listen to
I
music.
want to know about a dive bar show you went to.
So-
Like, you don't have to remember the
like,
name of the band. I
it-
want to.
like-
remember, I want to remember the experience with you guys. I want to put that story out there. So
A lot of my dive bar experiences
I'm over here
didn't happen until
fucking
after I
beat
was
my hand on
21.
the table and it fucking dicks up the cameras.
A lot of that shit for me didn't happen until after I was 21.
Cool. Go for it. Tell
So
me.
like, still,
First-
like, it wasn't even like really dive bar. It was like, so my ex-wife's aunt had a boyfriend who was in a band.
God
at the
damn,
time-
that was a.
Yeah, I
keep
know.
going. Yeah.
So my ex-wife's aunt's boyfriend was in a
Ex-boyfriend.
band.
Okay.
At the time, it was called the fuck was it called?
I can't fucking remember.
Falls to Jupiter, or
Falls?
something. Yeah,
Falls.
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 Like
Falls.
waterfalls, like
Yeah.
falls. Okay.
And so they were like actually they made it on to
This is in Seattle.
yeah. So
Okay.
99 FM in Seattle, 99.9 FM.
KISW.
Oh my god,
It-
dude. Why are
be
you gonna
specific.
fucking shout them out?
But I
dude?
mean, is that a
So
a
it's-
rock station?
yeah.
Like-
So it's
Okay.
like 99 FM here.
Here, yeah.
It's they're all jointed. They're all owned by the
now
same
they are,
motherfuckers.
but not back then.
No.
Not back then. Dude.
So every Saturday they'd have live and local, and so this was like they made it onto that. So locally they're like, oh yeah, and I'd go and they'd always put me on the fucking guest list, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna throw down, just and then. His name, shout out to Lee. He's in Prelude to a Pistol, still local to Seattle.
That's cool.
I get him drunk.
What
before-
kind of shit do they do?
They did. So when it was Jupiter Crash, I'm so fucking sorry. Don't tear my ass up. They would do. To me, it sounded like they did a little bit of. It sounded like 80s, like the Clash.
This is Jupiter Crash. You're talking
Yeah.
about. Okay.
The Cure was. I think the Cure was probably a bigger.
It's not real heavy.
No, but like
more
I mean, like it was
kinda
rock and roll,
groovy,
but
yeah.
it was they had their moments, and it wasn't heavy at all.
Yeah.
But it was like it was a niche kind of rock
Well,
style,
That's what
And-
like the Northeast.
but they were cool. And
The Northeast. I don't know shit about the music scene there. Everybody, like you can ask anybody about the music scene from the Northwest. Like, what do you think about the whatever? Name a time period. People are like, oh yeah, like it's always like these little niche groups and types of music coming out of there, and nobody knows why that is. You know, like
honestly, I think it's
the only thing
where
like,
they're at and
okay,
what they're
I
listening.
did misspeak a little bit. Like if you talk about the Northeast, people would be like Boston hardcore or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sure, but like there's so much wild, like just random shit that came out of y'all's area. I think it's like that's really fucking cool. And why did it happen?
I can nail it down real quick.
Drugs.
Traffic,
Hang on.
drugs.
Hang on. I think her fucking phone died.
Oh shit.
Maybe. I don't know. Keep going. There'll be more.
This is what happens.
Starting to
when
get a
you
buzz
fuck
now.
Stranger in the
Yep.
ass. Yeah, I went there.
Everybody just lifted a beer. Like, fuck it.
Yep, that's it. Drink to
Why'd
that.
you put that down?
Oh fuck! Sorry. Please throw my
It's
hand
fine.
another.
It's
Which
fine
one?
right there.
What do you want?
I hope by the time we leave, we're like tripping over empty beer
You
cans.
get a bottle.
Shouldn't be.
You fucking bust that open, bitch.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch,
right
dude.
here, dude.
Let him use his hands or his eyes or.
Don't tempt me.
Bend you over. Use that eye. Use the side of your fucking scalp.
Just
I'd pay for that.
no shit. It
That's some
probably happened.
pay-per-view shit.
Give
Like,
it a few.
y'all gotta pay for the cut reel.
Yes.
It like just cuts to us all bleeding in here, still playing guitar. What happened? Brandon
I don't know,
Blood's just
dude.
jamming.
Just don't piss Anthony off.
God damn it, we can't stay on track. All right,
So my
Yeah,
first
no,
concert you really don't want to hear about.
I do.
No,
It
because-
doesn't have to be
It was
metal or
Boyz II
anything.
Men.
No, it wasn't. You don't even know that.
So tell us.
I want to know.
Michael Jackson,
No shit.
Oh, shit.
What year?
Actually?
80 something. I can't fucking
89?
remember. No, it was earlier.
No shit.
Yeah.
85. No, so
A buddy of mine, his mom got tickets, and
87.
we were young.
Joe get to go backstage.
No, thank God.
Get Disney World tickets.
His throat hurt afterward.
So yeah, that was my first show. I mean,
No,
it was-
that's actually fucking cool.
yeah, it was for what it is.
No, I can't even go that high.
You can. I've
It
heard you.
sounds like a fucking frog, dude.
I'll frog you.
Oh, no, please don't.
Michael Jackson. Damn.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have guessed that. So I learned something tonight. That's cool.
yeah.
From there,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, that's not where you stuck with
No.
metal.
No,
I mean, with music.
started going to a lot of Tool shows. Love Tool. Obviously,
Like, that's early tool.
Yeah.
That's,
Yes.
that's real early. Yeah.
Undertow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucked up. Opiate.
No,
Right,
that had been done before I. Yeah.
So,
True.
before a big show, did you guys hit any small shows? Like, so my first show here, East Coast, the Boathouse. Like, anybody that's from around here will know, like, that.
I've
It's
heard of it.
It's not a dive bar. It wasn't. It's gone now.
Yeah, I
It
heard
got
about
wiped
that.
out. Hurricane Katrina. Fuck you. My first show, 1999.
It's a staple for Virginia as
Yeah.
far as the music.
Well,
goes.
especially this area, like the 757.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that was going to metal shows knew the Boathouse. The Boathouse did all kinds of shows. They did hip hop shows and all that, but all the
shit you want to see.
all the metal shows that couldn't afford like the venues, like the Norva or the fucking amphitheater or the Coliseum. The Coliseum's a huge one. Like, you know, Slayer, Metallica, all them play the Coliseum, but like the Boathouse is where bands that were coming up played, that wanted to get exposure, wanted to expose like this area, this small metal scene. It's not a huge scene here. It's not tiny.
But the shit you have in my like coming from the West Coast, actually, I knew of no, dude, fuck you. I knew about fucking Lamb of God. All
Yeah, right
today
here,
one,
Richmond, yeah.
Municipal Waste.
Yeah.
Virginia, motherfucker. How about Richmond, Virginia? Again, aside from Lamb of God, we got fucking Gwar.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got a prominent fucking.
Absolutely.
Now, you know Florida.
No, we're not.
But-
We ain't carrying heavy metal, heavyweights
yeah,
here.
but
heavy
Municipal
metal.
Waste,
Yeah.
I mean, they're a fucking.
Okay. Heavy
yeah,
metal, sure. We're
yeah.
not carrying death metal around here, which is
No.
that's what I play.
Seattle is
black metal, death
They
metal.
tried.
But my first show, the Boathouse. All right, opening act, Willhaven. Ever heard of them?
What is it again?
Willhaven?
Willhaven.
Yeah, they're just
No,
like
no, I haven't.
thrashy thrashy metal. I actually don't even know if they're still around. I should look into that because they were good. They're a badass opening act. Second act, Kitty, on their their first tour. Kitty, their first album, first tour. Jesus Christ, dude! They could have ended the show right then. Like
That's fucking cool.
That was. They were brutal.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I hadn't heard them.
Nobody had at that time.
And speaking of which, I don't know if y'all have heard their new shit. They just dropped 2 new songs.
Dude,
I still haven't heard
their
it.
second song. I'm kind of like,
yeah.
But that first one, fucking A,
heavy,
heavy. Yeah, give me more.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
Yeah.
And how about rework the second one? That coming from a dickhead who doesn't know shit about shit.
Actually,
rework it.
If they flip the vocals, because in the background,
exactly.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, the vocals.
Yes. Listen, Morgan Lander, I love you. You have a great voice. I love your singing voice, but god damn it, flip that fucking singing voice to the background and put your fucking death metals.
If they overlaid it the other way,
man,
that song would be disgusting.
As a metal fan, that would fucking kill it.
So
right there.
Headliner, Slipknot.
Holy shit.
Will Haven, Kitty, Slipknot. My first concert, no adult supervision.
Shit.
And God, what a night, dude. So Slipknot was on their first like real big tour. Like first so they were still selling vinyl on that tour. At the Boathouse, they had I think a 7-inch vinyl
for their first album.
Yeah.
So what was that? 99.
99. Yeah. So this place holds 1,300 people or so, maybe less. It's a barge,
right?
Sitting on the Elizabeth River.
Yeah.
That they fucking jam on. But a couple of members of Slipknot climbed some of the equipment, like got into the rafters and accidentally tore out a bunch of cables, shorted out the PA, shut the show down for like 40 minutes.
Oh shit.
And they're like, as we understand it, we're on the water, so there's not a noise ordinance. We're going to go pull our personal PA off the tour bus. We're going to reset up. And they're running cords, duct taping them down and shit. They're like, we're going to finish this fucking set. And they did. They played, I think, more than they intended to because it was such a shit show, dude. They ruined the sound equipment. The fucking venue was pissed. And they're like, stop.
Yeah.
Give some people some free beers or whatever and let us set up. And they all, still in full get up, mask on, everything, ran out, started hauling in equipment off of the tour bus, set up, and continued the set.
Wow.
Like, that was my first.
That's pretty cool.
Actually,
Quite a story.
That was my first fucking show.
Can I
jump in there? Go.
I don't know what you would call this, a missed opportunity of listening to good music. But around the time that Lamb of God really got big,
do you know what album? Like where are we talking?
We're talking about after they had 2 soundtrack deals. And the first album kind of went through the Ashes of the Wake.
Yeah.
So we're
Ashes
talking
of
about
the Wakes where they really
just fucking took off.
Yeah.
So we're talking Ashes of the Wake.
Yeah.
And a band, I've tried to I haven't tried to fully sell you on this band yet. But every time
I'm drinking, I'm vulnerable.
No, every time I'm like, oh, this band, something has happened where
Which
this band, Himza, I don't want to say that they're God damn it, I'm gonna
just
get
fucking
killed,
say it.
but I feel like they're like the West Coast Lamb of God, or they should have been. At least as far as like carrying their sound, because they took hardcore from the West Coast and their punk that they were listening to.
Yeah, Lamb of God started off with a lot of punk, a lot of
they
hardcore.
don't sound anything like Lamb of God. They're just Seattle fucking hard. They're hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And they're fast as fuck. And then they fucking broke up, and they broke up. I get married, and the day I go on my honeymoon, they're like, hey, motherfuckers,
We're done.
no, we're going to do a fucking show.
Oh, no shit.
And, just fucking show up. And we're like,
Off to Jamaica.
literally packing our bags. We're in Seattle. We could just fuck off for a day. And I look at my wife, and she's like, or my wife at that time, and it's like, I want to go. And she's like, we got tickets. Shit. I was like, fuck Jamaica. Like, this is him. So that didn't happen.
So you got to play them for me sometime. Like,
Yeah.
I've got to
Fuck
check this out.
I will. And then, I get married and shit. And then the year that I get divorced, I'm set to fucking fly out. I actually flew out. And what was it, a month
Wait,
later?
you're divorced flying out where? Hang on, I'm fucked up. I'm backed up. Like, hang on.
Okay, so married, 2008, they do a surprise show. Divorced, 2000. Fucking. Yeah.
I need a beer, dude. Hand me a beer.
What is that? Fucking 2000. Fuck me. 2011. November.
4, 11, whatever.
2011. November.
Don't shake it up. Give me that.
And
Why does it
I'm
smell
flying
like
out-
breast milk? What?
because I cradle it between my tits.
That makes sense.
No, and I flew out, and then sometime like a year later, while I'm in Virginia because I flew out here.
We done switched coast, dude. I wasn't ready for this.
Sorry, it's
We
back
keep-
and forth.
We keep doing
It
this.
is a moving
It's fluid.
coastline.
It's fluid.
I'm going back and forth like 4 or 5 times.
Did you promote this shit, Anthony?
And no, so I'm here.
He's like,
I've
"Don't
been
try to
here.
be in
I've been
this
here a
shit."
year, and I'm just flipping through, looking at shit that's going on in Washington.
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah, another concert popped off. I'm like, just get back together.
You
Do
can't
another
whisper,
album.
dude. You got to talk like you got balls.
Sorry, I'm like, this motherfucker, just get back together. Stop doing these fucking pop-in shows and shit. So fuck you, Himza. You piss me off. I've missed you every
He got
fucking
divorced
time.
over you guys. That's all I got from
my,
that.
my marriage ended because of Himza. Fuck y'all.
One misplaced
you.
fucking show.
No, 2.
2. Okay, yeah.
Well, my divorce had already happened on the second one. But they were
I
doing
was
shit. They were, they were prominently doing shit. They were.
So we got to check them out. All right.
Himza got
they're-
quite large, actually.
They had something fucking happened and they got fucked over. But that's not the reason they broke up. Like there was shit going on. The music scene was changing with MySpace and all that shit.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like, we were on
I know.
MySpace.
No, but like
We were on
what's
MySpace,
MySpace and then Facebook.
Yeah.
And then social
MySpace-
media. It
MySpace had us set up
fucked
better,
music
dude.
up. It really.
MySpace had us set up
bands
better
that couldn't-
as like just for promotion.
Yeah.
Like you could click on our site and it would play a little fucking
yeah,
short. Like
yeah.
that was fucking awesome, dude.
But social
They fucked
media
us.
really changed the way that if you weren't
Just music
technologically
going-
savvy,
Music going digital
It was-
was
yeah.
really hard. And like
And-
my band was in the mix of all that. We
not a
struggled
lot
with
of
it.
bands
It wasn't just hard for
could make-
bands, it was hard for people that, like, honestly, me and you that wasn't in the band, just picking up a record or something like that,
All of a sudden you got to
That's-
download it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fucking weird.
And I'm
Consumer-
trying to
want my
consumer
shit.
music.
I want to look at all
Yeah,
the shit that's
physical
in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really, really big deal.
That's
I'm still that way. Like
Yeah.
I want the special edition vinyl
I
I
with,
want to
with
look at
the
the
leaflet.
fucking I want to
Yeah.
look at the
I
booklets.
want to
while
read the
fucking
lyrics
listen.
while he's screaming them at me.
Yep.
Like,
I want to know what is the reason behind all the art.
Yeah.
That like, do they coincide together? Is there a reason this art? Like, why is this bitch?
We're gonna bring in like Vincent Locke and talk to him about Cannibal Corpse's album covers.
Like, why is she? Why,
I think
why
that's
is
his
she
name. I
having
might have fucked that
her organs pulled out through her nether regions? I want to know. I'm interested thoroughly.
You
So-
would be.
Do they taste different when they're? No, I'm just kidding.
So,
Sorry.
one of my cousins did our album art, and I showed him all the existing Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, Cradle of Filth. And he was like, these are all just like 80s horror movie
Yeah.
covers. Like,
Yeah.
that's what this looks like. And he's like, so I'm going to do you an 80s horror movie album cover. And he fucking nailed it, dude.
No shit.
Yeah. I'm going to hang it in here. It's supposed to be hanging.
You got to.
I've got the only copy of it.
Yeah.
I've got the only, I have the original.
Nice.
So I've got to hang that in here, dude. But in it, for me, that is one of the things that eventually, I don't know, fucking wrote me into death metal, dude. The sarcasm and bullshit that you can write into death metal, like you can a stupid slasher film, like a ridiculous over the top slasher film. You can just make it so ridiculous, and the artwork is so over the top.
Yeah.
I don't know if it should be laughable, but it is.
But, okay,
but that's what I wanted. I wanted 80s slasher film album
but
cover.
the tongue in cheek of it being, and as a younger consumer, all right, because I kind of flowed in on the tailcoats of my brother as far as rock went until death metal.
Yeah.
I think death metal happened for me faster than it did for Anthony. I think, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think I got into metal, fucking hardcore, fucking brutal fucking shit before Anthony did.
Sometimes, life experiences,
and then it was
whatever, they
I kept
drag you that way.
Sorry, I don't want to talk over you.
We talk over each other. I'm like, fuck it, dude. What'd you say?
But no, I was like, I kept trying to show him shit. And he's like, yeah, man, that's cool. And then, no, that wouldn't make it into... Because at this time, we're still on CDs, and we're rolling in Anthony's car because I don't have a license at the time. So I'm like, all right, I know a couple go-tos. Let's bump some fucking Fear Factory or some fucking shit like that. And that's the shit that he's into.
That was Anthony's gateway drug?
No.
Fear Factory?
No. Actually, as far as gateway drugs go, Anthony leaving the cassette tape to White Zombie that he had fucking...
I fuck with that.
I don't even fucking know what album it was. I just remember he left it in his fucking
Cosmic
cassette.
Monsters or some shit.
El Sexto.
Oh, it was...
I don't even...
Yeah, it was the special edition. The shit one... His wife was all posed up.
Oh, no. That was the CD. I'm talking about the cassette tape you used to have with all the random...
We're going way back.
I'm thinking... Because I have listened to every album. And Anthony, I remember one night, I was like, bro, can I sleep in your room? And he's like, yeah, man, let's listen to some music. And he had a tape going, and it was White Zombie. And he's like...
Some of that old groove is still so...
I cannot find the track that I heard as a kid on any other albums.
We changed timelines, dude. We shifted. It doesn't exist
never
anymore.
hear it again.
Yeah.
Probably not. It's probably
one
fucking
of those
early
special
ass albums,
fucking tapes that
fucking EP or some shit. That's just
But you guys were exposed to shit out there that didn't make it here. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Tad.
Jesus Christ, Tad.
They're one of the earliest. Fuck Nirvana. Tad came first.
They did.
Did you guys see them live back then?
Unfortunately not.
No.
Damn.
No, I did not either. But I mean, it was there. It was in the people that we hung out with.
How'd you get exposed to it?
So I had a buddy,
basement party.
Probably.
It's always a basement party.
Fucking 10 years older. No, just
hanging
hunting
out
buddy.
hanging out
he worked with me
shit.
pulling trap and everything. I used to pull trap as a kid. And,
for those who don't know what pulling trap is, it's the fucking dumbass kid that gets paid $2 an hour to fucking sit there and put clay targets into carousels and watch people shoot
at them.
Yeah. And people shoot
with a
them.
shotgun.
Yeah. So that's what that is.
But, childhood friend, got his first truck and everything. We just roll around and I don't know where he picked it up from, but he's playing it in his
But it was
truck.
everywhere where
Yeah,
you guys were
pretty
at,
much.
man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the music scene just exploded
Yep.
where you guys were at.
And
So like you could have been on one side of town and heard shit nobody had ever heard
Absolutely.
before until it went national.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Like,
it was so
you
crazy
guys were
back
part of
then. Like, if you roll up to a bar, there's a dude out there fucking normally trying to sell CDs, and if you thought you were cool or you struck up conversation with him or something like that, be like, "Here, dude, take this, listen to it. Hope you like it."
Yeah, there were these street crews around here back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Did the same
Oh yeah,
shit. Like,
it's the hustle.
yeah, tried to hype
Put
it
it in
up.
your vehicle.
Yeah.
Play it loud.
But they would hand it. So they'd figure out who was part of the clique.
Yeah.
And then those guys would wind up with the CD and like, hey, and then like 10 of us would hear it, like that. That's how advertising was done back then.
That's
Before
just word of mouth.
like real digital music took off, dude. Like the street crews, like they were a big part of like getting bands recognition.
Yeah, sure.
And these were just kids. Like they were just kids that like would wind up at a show like trying to tear people's heads off and whatever. And somebody would see them. One of the promo guys like hand them a little box of cassettes and stickers. Like go sticker bomb the high school bathrooms.
Yeah.
And hand out these fucking tapes. Get people
Or get them
listening.
asking at least.
Yeah.
Get the fucking word out.
Yeah. So it's so different now, man.
It is. Because
It was
now,
very
you
exciting
hear
back
something
then.
cool, you just fucking send it.
It was really exciting. Somebody would, so like we used to ride around in this old fucking conversion van, but like somebody would jump in like, dude, I got this fucking tape. Like throw it in.
Yeah,
Dude, I remember.
That's what it was all about.
This fucking kid, Wally, he jumped in and he's like, I got this fucking tape, dude. And this is
that feeling of like somebody, even if it wasn't you who found this, the excitement that you got knowing that your buddy that you trust
got something you hadn't heard.
Oh, you're like, oh shit.
And the other people hadn't heard.
Yeah.
So like Wally, this kid wasn't like a metalhead, but like he's like one of these kids, like dressed all in black and had knotted hair.
Little
Whatever.
goth
Yeah.
New metal goth kid.
You hit it right there, dude. So he jumps in.
I like
So
Deftones.
so Justin Cups driving the van, dude. It's this, I don't know, 89, 90, 250 conversion van, Dodge.
Oh shit.
But
All
it's
right,
but it's
nice.
only got the front two captain seats. The
There
back
you go.
the back's open
Yeah,
for
everybody else
activity.
can fuck off.
Yeah. So
You're sitting on the floor.
so Wally jumps in, dude, and he's like, I got this tape, dude. I got some new shit. And he was on one of these street crews. And every now and then this dude would show up with some music that we were like, yeah, this is some good shit. He throws it in. Dude, this is gonna date me right off the bat, but it's Linkin Park.
Oh, here we go.
Throws it in, and like 30 seconds in, Justin Cups drive. 30 seconds into whatever their first big song was, it was on this tape.
Crawling out
Yeah, that bullshit. So like,
break the stereo. I'm sorry.
no, dude, eject.
out the window.
Yeah. Popped in, raining blood. Like without a beat, without skipping a beat, dude. Didn't ask this kid, you want the tape back? Nothing.
Didn't make a cut, dude.
And nobody said a fucking thing. Everybody was on board with that
That's kind
decision.
of how that should have been.
Yeah, it was just like, that's garbage, gone, boom.
It's funny
Slayer.
how my wife would.
I mean,
Totally different.
I don't want to. No, I won't because
I complain all the time, but
Don't we?
there was. I'm not.
I want to talk about some of those moments with you guys though. Like, was there a moment where you got a tape or you got a fucking CD? Like, was there one of those like nobody's
I don't
heard
want
this
to be
shit
that
yet?
guy.
Be it.
But
We're just in here.
every time, no, it was always in someone else's vehicle, and they're like,
Shit always happens in
I
somebody
always
else's
had
car,
my-
and you're not in control of the radio.
Right.
Yeah. And I always had my shit in my backpack. I'm still in school, high school. I'm not going to tell you what year I graduated. But I always had my shit on me. And by shit, I don't mean drugs. It was my CDs.
My music, my stash.
music was in my backpack. And it was always me and someone else's vehicle. And they wanted to fucking see what I had. And every time I didn't like doing
You were
that.
a dick, weren't you?
No, I just knew I wasn't going to get that shit back. Because if I put my shit in, bro, can I borrow this? This is fucking awesome. I mean,
But that was the whole point to
my
spread it,
brother,
dude.
See, he
my
steals
brother
my
had, no,
shit.
bullshit. My brother had obsolete for like a fucking year straight. When he worked at fucking some contractor. For
I gotta give a
Boeing.
shout out. I gotta give a shout out because I did the same thing, dude. And October Rust, typo negative.
Oh my god, dude.
I borrowed it from Dan.
Do you have to? Is this an apology?
Yeah. I borrowed it from Dan, and I don't think I gave it back for like a year and a half.
At
Like,
least you gave it back.
I did.
No, the
I
thing
did.
is, the first time you hear it, it feels like it's always been yours.
And first band that I joined, Death on Contact. Their rhythm guitar player Travis, love you, dude. I took Niles' Black Seas of Vengeance.
Oh, shit.
Is that the name of the album? Is that no.
Yes.
Black
I
Seas of Vengeance?
want to say
Yeah.
this. I'm not gonna.
Borrowed that one.
I think
Probably
yeah,
had
Black Seas
probably
of
had it a year. Black Seas of Vengeance, dude. Listen to it. I think every fucking night for like 4 months
Until
straight.
it felt like it was actually your album.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'd never heard Nile. Like this is 2000 and maybe late 01, early 2002. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna date myself and tell you the first time I encountered it.
But that's a metalhead thing to do. Borrow the album until
that's true.
until you're fucking
Wears
tired
the
of it.
fuck
Yeah,
out.
yeah. My lead guitarist, he lived upstairs from me. He's like, I'm fucking tired of hearing Nile.